Hey, what's up? Cody Bro, your discount artist, and today we're here for another episode of Discount Painting with me, Cody Bro, your discount artist. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to paint on a budget. So first we're going to head out and pick up our budget supplies. Then I'm going to show you how to paint a budget painting. So let's get going. Alright, now we gotta go get our supplies. So we need paint and something to paint on, like a canvas, and we need paint brushes because, yeah, we're gonna have to spend some money. This is like budget, but it's not free. I mean, we could use like ketchup and mustard and stuff like around the house, but that just sounds disgusting. So no, we're gonna go to the store and buy supplies, but we're still gonna do it for cheap, and I'll show you how once we get to the store. We're gonna do it for cheap by doing it at the 99-cent store. We're gonna get everything right here at the 99-cent store. So that's the budget part. Hopefully they have everything we need. I've never been here before. So here they have some acrylic paints. We'll only need the base colors: red, yellow, blue, and black. And we'll need white too. I'll have to find that. And they have some brushes, which we'll get in a kit, but I'll have to find something to draw on. Alright, so I got construction paper for the, and we're getting construction paper for the thing to write on, plus this milk brush, which did not cost 99 cents, it cost $1.99, but the store is called 99-cent only, but everything else was 99 cents. Actually, this wasn't 99 cents either. This was also $1.99. So, summarize all the paint, 99 cents, which I bought for, plus a little paint kit. So let's go get started on that painting discount style. All right, yes, so now we can get started. So I set up my paint canvas here, as you can see. And I will show you some of the paints that we have. We have blue, black, hot pink. I thought this was red. My bad. Yellow. Those are all in acrylics. And then this kit of tempera paint. And we have white, blue, green, yellow, sort of peach, I guess it's orange, and red. That's all in tempera. God dang it. Alright. So we got all those open there. I have two brushes. This $2.99 milk brush and this smaller detail brush. That's all we need for discount painting. Got to open these up. Just pop that open and put it there. So we got our yellow, our red, yellow, red, black. You know, great thing about black is you use it to darken things. Add some good variety to your paintings. Black, and finally your blue. Dabba dee daboo die. Okay, now you have to have some way of spreading the paint. You know, and you'll often see those palettes that they hold with their thumb stuck through it. Like, I don't have one of those, so I put on this paint jacket. It's already a little paint stained. And we're just going to mix our colors right on me. you know, so we'll just get a little bit of yellow there. Okay, it's dripping. Just kind of have to lean back. A little bit of blue. Don't get too crazy with this stuff. A little bit of red. Or hot pink as it's called. And we'll just leave our black where it is for now. Just kind of wipe that on use your legs to wipe all the paint off like that. Okay, so we're going to get started. We are going to be painting sort of a desert landscape. So let's start with some blue. Okay, we're just gonna dab that blue on. We're just gonna take a little bit of yellow, just a little bit of yellow. Mix that together. Like so. I'm gonna take a drop of that red too, just a touch. Then pick up some more of that blue. Okay, we're gonna make our sky. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna pick up a little bit more of that blue. Really get it on there. All right, there we go. Blue sky. This is just taped on the top, so it has no firm backing, which makes it a little harder. But the thing about painting is it's always hard, no matter what you do. So that's why you do it on a budget, because the accidents don't matter then, because you really didn't spend any money. You put nothing in, you get nothing out, and that's okay, because you knew that going into it. The people who spend a lot of money and get nothing out, they invested a lot, and what do they have to show for it? This is my wife's wedding veil, so I'm just going to remove that whole thing before I get paint on it and don't have a wife anymore. Okay. Yeah, that's looking real good. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that red. A little bit of that red, mix it in with that blue that we got there. Okay. And we're just sort of making our sky there. Maybe it's a little more shadowy down here. It's a little more shadowy. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit of that red. A little bit lower. You know, we're letting a little bit of that white pop through because there's white in the sky. Okay, we're gonna mix this up now. We're gonna take a little bit of this yellow and this red that I haven't quite used yet, and we're gonna mix that all together, because now we're coming into that desert. That's nothing. It's a commemorative spoon in a case that fell. Sometimes things will fall when you paint. Sometimes things will clatter. That's okay. It's all part of the process. Things won't fall if you're using like a easel and painting on like canvas. You won't have any problems with that. But if you're painting on a budget, yeah, there's going to be issues. Okay. Let's I want to really make our desert now. So I want a lot of yellow. Gonna really get that yellow in there, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this orange and just mix it in right off my fingers like that. And remember, we just wipe it off on our legs so that our fingers are clean. Okay. let's make our desert come to life now. Wow. Kind of looks like the desert. And you're the one who brings this to life. So if you want to use a little bit less of the yellow than I did, a little bit more of the blue, if you want to mix some red in there, it's your desert that you're building, as they say. Really, it's my desert. I made it first, and you're copying it. So it's my desert, and if you do it a different way, technically you're doing it wrong. So, really, I would say stick to what I'm doing as closely as possible, or you are messing up. But maybe you don't mind being a mess up. That's okay. That is okay. Being a mess up. That's okay. That is okay. All right. We're going to get some more red because we're going to make some mountains. So a little bit of that red. I want my mountains to be a little dark, so I'm going to incorporate just a little bit. Don't go crazy, but a little bit of that black. And I went crazy with it. I guess it's really strong. So I'm incorporating more red. Okay. And we're going to do some mountains here, okay? Let's do like that. A mountain there. Maybe that's a mountain. Wow, that's a mountain, all right. Great, like that. We'll just bring that down, like so. Yes, that is coming along excellently. And something like that. Yeah, there we go. That's our mountain. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my water that I put in this coffee cup. It belongs to my wife. And we just clean off our brush. Like so. Very carefully. Use your leg to dry it off. All right, perfect. That's like mostly clean. You could wipe it off in your paint jacket as well. So what I want to do now is I want to put some clouds into this picture. So we're going to use that paint kit white, the tempera. Pardon me, that was a little disgusting, but I ate some chips that I bought at the dollar store, and they are coming back up. All right, so for the clouds, we just tap along like that, and it looks weird because it's two different types of paint that we're mixing together. But let's put another let's put some more clouds here. That's looking good. That is looking good. I'm going to make sure my camera is still rolling. Yep. Excellent. All right. Some more of that white. And just maybe this cloud's a little bit bigger. Not maybe. It is. It is bigger. Make sure you do it this way. Yours is gonna turn out wrong. Otherwise, put like a little cloud there. The thing about clouds is that they form they're white. Okay. Maybe a little bit more like that, something like that. Okay, it's coming along nicely. All right, we're going to come back now to our mountain. I gave that a minute to dry. I'm going to use a little bit of that yellow that from before, And I'm going to add in some details. Okay, so we'll just sort of do this and drag it down. And we're just making details into our mountain. So maybe there's like a ridge line there. That's a little ridge line. Here's our higher ridge line. Yeah, and just add in some details. Back here, this is a little bit further, so you can't see those ridge lines as well. Up here, it's a little more obvious. Back there, it's kind of faint. It's kind of hard to see those ridge lines. All right, what we want to do now, I'm going to go back to this darker paint that we used for the mountains earlier, and we're going to just kind of squeeze the brush to make it a little bit flatter, and we're going to add our sort of peaks here, the tops. And we're going to incorporate just a touch of that black. Yeah, just a touch, as you can see. It's just straight black. It doesn't look like a touch at all, but whatever. Go ahead and clean that off a little bit. Try to blend that out. Ooh, that's great. We'll use our finer brush for this part. Okay, wow. So that really helps a lot, as you can see. Yeah. So let's take some of our mountain color, and let's add some yellow. I want to add some yellow because I want to make a little bit of foothills down here. So maybe just like we'll need a little more yellow. Incorporate that with this. And we'll just kind of do that. Wow, look at that. And I'll just go just like that. This is now we have that coming along good. We have that coming along good. Let's add in a little detail. Let's make a moon. Let's put a moon right here. And it's a crescent moon. And a trick for drawing crescent moons is to just sort of draw the letter C. And that's what the crescent moon looks like. It just looks like the letter C. So you can just add your sort of yellow C here. I'm gonna bring a little bit of yellow from the moon down into my mountains. Then we could take our brush. I gotta clean it off. Okay. Just incorporate that yellow right into your mountains, like so. Okay. All right, great. What we're going to do now, we're going to add some vegetation. We think of the desert as being dead. It's not. It has vegetation. It has cactuses. So we're going to add some cactuses down here. And I'm just going to use the brush as like a little fan and just make these little fans cactus does. It's a lot of great sort of texture to everything there. They're kind of right there, right here in the foreground of the picture. Yes, that's coming along nicely. I want to go ahead and sometimes it's fun to just sort of mix things up. So we have this blue and this red, and up here at the top, I'm going to add this real light peach color from that tempera paint kit all along our top here. And the tempera paint is like a lot thinner or something than the acrylic, so it comes out differently. And all along there, that nice, orange, kind of peach color. Paint it right up there. Okay. Now sometimes we have to do, we want to make bold choices, okay? I'm going to add some more vegetation. I'm going to add a little rabbit. So our rabbit's going to be brown, and I think you make brown by mixing red and black. So let's see how that turns out. Or in this case, hot pink and black. And it looks like a dark black. Let's add some blue. Does blue make it more brown? Let's find out. It's called just experimenting. We're just experimenting with our colors. I really want to add some white to this. So I only have the tempera white, which really does nothing. So we're going to add a little rabbit. I think I'm going to put the rabbit here. Right in the middle. It's got little feet. Yeah, perfect. Right there, a huge, absolutely enormous rabbit. We'll give him some ears. Okay, so we got to lighten up our rabbit. Okay, he's a little too serious right now, I think. Shake that out, dry it on your jacket. We're going to let our rabbit sit a minute to dry off some of that darkness before we start lightening him up. And while we let our rabbit lighten up, I am going to paint some fish. I want a little bit of yellow and blue, that tempera paint. And I'm going to just put some fish here. That's a fish. These are like, I don't know what these are. They're just part of the desert. They kind of look like fish. They kind of look like plants, maybe. Maybe they're just desert plants. Sometimes it helps to think about them as fish. Maybe there's one up here. Okay. Alright. Our rabbit, he's still a little wet. That's okay. We're going to use that white now. And we're just going to kind of lighten him up. There's like a bunch of stuff behind this bookshelf that I picked this up on. Maybe we'll use the orange since I'm running out of white. Yeah, and see, now he looks a little more brown. Yeah, we'll add some up here. Ew, ugh. I just ate the paint. Don't do that. Gotta give him a little eyeball. I'm gonna give him an eyeball right there. And a little sort of nose. And a mouth. That. Some whiskers. Yeah, and he's got little hands here, feet, bottom of his body. Got some paint dripping, a little bit of paint, shake that down. Just do this, I guess. Feet, rabbit feet. Yeah, that's looking good. You know, maybe there's a buffalo. Big buffalo right here. Behind our yeah. That looks nice. It's good. We'll make a real thin tail. Yeah, there's our buffalo. We'll give him an eye. Okay, there he is. There he is. I think that our rabbit is actually a jackalope, and that he has horns. So we'll get some yellow right there. We're gonna give him, that's nothing. We're gonna give him some horns like that. One of those mythical rabbits. I think this is a mythical desert. It's not a regular desert. It's some sort of mythical desert. So now he has these horns sprouting up from his head. Got the yellow still. His ears. The ears with a little bit of yellow. Buffalo. Okay. Whew. That is looking good. That's looking good. You know, I think since this is sort of a mythical desert now, we're just gonna add some little mythical symbols. So I'm gonna do that. Maybe that. Maybe that. I think down here, I want my mythical symbols to start being blue. I'm not going to use the yellow anymore. I'm going to start making these symbols blue. Wow. V. Maybe something down here by the buffalo. That. I don't know. This. That's looking pretty good. I want to I'm going to go back to the big brush. Up where my fish is, that fish in the sky, that you probably don't think looks anything like a fish, I'm going to darken this part of the sky a little bit with some black. A little bit of black. Yeah. And I want the fish. Why is he up there? I think he's being lured. So I'm going to make a little lure. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to use the box that this came in. Tear it right open, like so. Okay. I'm going to use this edge. I'm going to get some black right there in my body. I'm going to paint that edge black, like so. I'm just going to add a line right across the sky, like so. Like so. Yeah, that looks good. We're going to take a little bit of black, and we're going to add my name right here at the bottom. B R O. We're going to let that set. I got a frame. Hold up. Oh man, it's like the paint's drying on my legs. It feels horrible. Okay, I got a frame. I'm gonna find it, and I'm going to put it in the frame and show that to you in a second. All right, so I went ahead and put it in the frame, and let it dry, and it turned out pretty good. Once it dried, the fish kind of came through. I went ahead and added these little postcards here to really spice it up, and I'd actually made a little bit of mistakes back here, so that's a great thing about painting. Just find whatever you have around the house, stick it on there. You can really fix your painting up, and yeah, I hope that you can create some great creations like this on a budget. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Painting on a Budget with Cody Bro, your budget artist. Make sure you tune in next time, and thanks. Bye.